2148 Sun Sweep, I think is what the name of it is, or Sunswept. Sunswept property. So I have not yet been inside the property. As I'm walking the property, I'll be discussing and talking. John will be following me, taking notes about the things that we're looking at. As far as the front, it looks fantastic. You'll notice there are solar screens on the windows. We may want to keep them on until they get a little old looking, and then we can remove them. They're never necessary for a rental, so they look nice for right now. This just needs a one-time cleanup. That just means that a landscaper comes in, blows all the leaves, and then takes it out to the trash. But the landscaping looks awesome. So great curb appeal. I don't see anything walking up to the front door that we need to be worried about. Once again, this will all just get kind of landscape cleaned up. That gate, because over time it is rusted, it would be nice if that was painted. Because everything else looks so nice, we could just put a coat of paint on it.
You've got a cold.
I do. Or allergies, not sure.
Hey, Jenny, has my wife suggested to you that we'd be interested in renting it if it's the right price?
Oh, no, she didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. It's
Have they
perfect.
established a price?
Okay.
Well, not yet, but I will certainly talk to you about that.
Yeah. Once they've decided what it is, we have a number in mind, and if it's not close, it's fine. But that'd probably make it a lot easier for everyone.
I think so. That would
Cool.
be great.
All right, guys. Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Love this security door. This security door allows a tenant to be able to open up this door, have fresh air come in, and that is such a nice thing. It's also, if you open up this door and somebody's standing on the other side, they, being the tenant, can see them, but that person on the other side can't see who we are. So women really like that when they're opening the door. So I did see in the MLS video and also on the MLS that he obviously has a studio set up here. He does camera work. This is normally supposed to be a living room. So when the time comes, this would more than likely just end up, all these things would be removed and this would become the living room. We've got ceramic tile, nice big pieces of ceramic tile. So that's nice. This is normally traditionally the dining room. And in this room, he's using it as an office. I don't mind the light with the ceiling fan to be a dining room, so that can stay. What I'm looking at, though, is that the whole house is going to need to get a full paint if there's a new tenant that comes in. Baseboards are just, it shows wear and tear. Walls are showing wear and tear. So I think it's about time that there just gets a new freshening up. This carpet is definitely met its life. And I believe that carpet in that living room has also met its life. So I'm not sure what I want to do with the carpets at this point. I'm going to look at the rest of it, and then we might just be replacing these pieces. This is the kitchen here. I did notice this when I saw this on the MLS and also in the video that was supplied to me. I don't like this countertop because nobody wants grout. So I know it's an upgrade from ceramic to granite squares, but just like what happened here, just like the dirt that gets into the granite, it's not really granite countertops. So what I would suggest is that we take this out and we put in true granite countertop. So you'd be talking here, breakfast bar, and then these two areas. John, I don't think we can make these cabinets freshen up. I think they need to get painted. So from that standpoint, I'm thinking we get these painted, and depending on if we want to go with that espresso, we would lighten up the countertop. If we go white on the cabinets, then we would go darker on the countertop. So you want that to be a contradiction.
I understand. Are we rolling the whole backsplash the way they have it?
You know what? I would like to do that backsplash with that ceramic tile pieces that I like so much. That would set whatever color we're doing here to what we would do on the backsplash. That way, cabinets, backsplash, countertop, cabinet, all kind of molds together. So we would need to be painted cabinets, and then I would be suggesting the new countertop. Sorry for my voice.
Oh, I'm sorry you're sick.
I know. It's like I'm trying to be Demi Moore in my
You pull it off.
So I don't mind these appliances. I know they're a little mismatched, but they're mismatched enough that I think they're okay, if assuming that they're all working. So in the kitchen, we'll be looking at just cabinets, countertop, and I do believe we'd have to do a new sink, right?
It'll be an undermount.
Undermount, but can we keep this faucet? Because I like this
If it's
faucet.
functional and not.
Okay, so we could just,
That seems like it's fine.
okay, good. So we'll just do an undermount sink there then. Stainless steel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. I like this pop out with the bay window. It looks like they textured this wall. Is painting this wall a problem,
No.
John? Okay, so it can just be handled like everything else.
Do you want me to retexture it to the correct texture?
No, I don't mind that texture. I just want to make sure painting it's going to make it look okay.
Okay.
But you do have some, obviously,
I see.
some chips. Did you want to see some of these things? This is the reason why. Go in and do it all right. Same thing over here, too. So we want to put in some good baseboards or putty up the baseboards and make it look nice.
They redid this.
Good. When on the video, this was marble, and I didn't like it at all, so I'm glad this is off. So I'm not a big fan of no sir. John, this has absolutely no stone surround. What I think needs to happen is a little bit of that stone needs to come around and accent this fireplace. Doesn't have to be too much, doesn't have to be the whole wall, but enough to where you're accenting the fireplace. Okay.
Kind of like the last one we did?
Yes, yes, yes. But I would like to pick out the stone that would go with the kitchen so that all that kind of combines together.
Very nice.
Okay. Some of the blinds are going to need to be replaced. They're the good blinds. So if this blind is working fine, we'll just go over here and replace this for a like for like. But I'm thinking we've got some issues on the blinds. So whatever blind is not doing well. We have some weird, oh, this is draperies. I would take down draperies. So I would leave the blinds, remove the draperies. We also have a funky thing in this ceiling, which I'm sure the inspector is going to analyze and find out why. But that definitely looks like it's a base of a toilet, does it not?
It does, yes.
So I think we've got some kind of leak that happened at one point. And this is interesting. This looks like a suction of some kind. So
Oh, wow.
you'd want to do
Another
some
one.
ceiling touch. Yeah, look, both of them are right there.
If we move out and we paint, we'll paint the ceilings all.
Good. I think that would need to be happening so that that's a proper texture fix. Okay. These all get removed when the tenant leaves, so again, that'll all be taken care of. In here is our laundry room. So when painting, let's go ahead and remove this border and neutralize this. We've got a nice sink in here. It's awfully dirty. I'm okay with that. I think that we can do just a good clean on this and be fine. The stains won't come up, but it's a slop sink, so nobody's really going to care as long as it's cleaned out. This door needs to get painted for sure, but I think it'll look okay once it's painted. Okay.
Can we test the fan?
Sure, we can right now. So we have a soft water system over here, and this is going to have to go. And you know what? I think it's unhooked anyways. But we would want to remove that soft water system so that it's never been here. And then the two-car garage looks good. It's got the glass pane for the windows. There's your auto sprinkler box there for the front yard, backyard. If they leave this shelving, great. If they don't, no big deal. So it's just a good size two-car garage. Nothing that I see that would be bizarre.
Can be cleaned.
Well, not completely, but enough to where it'll be okay. You might want to take a shot of that.
Can we paint these cabinets also?
Oh, well, we don't need, oh, no, not in the laundry room.
Okay.
But look what they did already. Okay.
Nice.
I like that. So what that makes me think is that we need to go dark for the kitchen, and then we'll lighten up the granite countertop in there. Not as light as this, obviously. We'll put some other colors in it, but see how nice this looks?
Like number 3 or?
I'll have to look at those again, but something that brings in a little bit of the espresso, but has more of an undertone that's a cream. They did do this very well, so John, you'd have to come in and kind of finalize the things that they haven't done well. So around that light. I don't like this color blue, so let's go ahead and change this to where it's the whole house. But I don't mind these bigger baseboards that they painted, so that part's okay. They put a baseboard on a door frame. I'm okay with that now. It looks okay. All right, and then inside those cubbies too, you'd want to get those painted as
Yes.
well. Ceiling looks pretty rough here as well. So ceiling throughout. Okay. I'm imagining this is just a nice closet to use for food storage, which is what they've done. Okay, I can make the determination. Carpet needs to be replaced in there, and also anywhere here on the stairs. So this has lived its life. And we have got draperies, which look really dirty. So what I'd like to do is remove these draperies and then put up some window blinds. So both those will have window blinds. So this house, even with the solar screens on, does not show too dark. So we could leave the solar screens on, and they're in good condition. The minute the solar screens do not look any nicer, we'll just pull them off and not replace them. But I don't need to pull them off for the staging or for the tenant moving in. So again, carpet really rough here. This, of course, will need to get painted, right, John?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's loose.
Can be repaired.
Okay. So then in here, again, a new paint. That would take care of the odd colored closet and the odd colored door. And then we'll take these draperies down. The window blinds look good. Carpet will get replaced in here. So other than that, nice room though. I like the 3 windows. That's really nice. So that makes that room nice and bright. This high ceiling in the entry is really nice too. People will like that. We have a crack on this access panel. So the access panel. This is just a linen closet. Totally fine, no big deal. All right. So we have old school ceramic tile, which I'm not completely against, but whatever they did with this vanity, John, what would we do? How do we fix this?
I can grout it. It's really,
That's a lot of
that's
grout.
a lot of grout. You're right.
What do you think? You think it's better just to pull this up and then, I mean, do we even want to keep this? This is a mismatch of a vanity. Do we get a nicer vanity and set it on top of this?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
Larger.
So we would get a larger vanity with the espresso or darker wood. Make sure that it comes out to here, so then that way we don't have to retrofit anything that they've already done. And then we can match the light bulbs. I like this sink though. If you can keep the sink and the faucet, that would be great. Toilet seems to be okay. We do need a tub stopper in here.
One's over.
Okay. And then, yeah, we'll need an exhaust fan as well, because that's stuck. Now, they did put a new toilet in, so there's going to need to be some fixing there. I don't know what they removed at one point. So just some cosmetic fixing. Okay, so we are now in bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2 does not have any closets, doors. I think that if you could put closet doors in without too much of a retrofit, it would be good. If it turns out to be a custom cut, it's not worth the money. So just make that down, that if it's not something that can just be done real simple, just leave it open, because it'll all get painted in here. And then again, a nice big window with a ceiling fan. Yeah, smoke detectors are all needed. So anywhere we've got these missing smoke detectors, which are going to show up on the inspection report, we're going to want those to be fixed as well. How does this light... I don't think a Tiffany-style light should be in a hallway when you want to get as much light in the hallway as possible.
With the domes.
Yep, I think both these should be replaced out and not be this Tiffany style with what I call like a filter light. It just needs to be regular light. So we could put 2 regular lights in there. I think that would be better. Okay, in here, again, good sized rooms. Painting, ceiling for sure. And then we've got the closet door issue as well. Okay. Okay. But look, neat. I mean, a neat setup. 2 windows. Like, again, broken blinds. So whatever broken blind there are, we will need to replace it. You think that would be easy to get a closet door in here?
I do.
Okay. And we've got the normal, somebody has pushed a little too hard, so we'll need to put that in there. This door, once it's painted, will look fine. Okay. And then this is the master. Wow, it's big. It's really big. Let's turn on some lights here. Maybe if I could find some lights. Let's do this. This is kind of interesting. This will go away, but this is one of their lights. So this is a bay window with a window seat. I love that. That is kind of old style, but so many people love that. I have no idea if they're going to leave these cushions or not. If they don't leave the cushions, then we're going to need to make sure this is really nicely painted, and then they can do cushions underneath that.
You get semi-gloss white, like the doors.
Yes, exactly. In this entire concave area, we want that to be accentuated white. And then we will remove these off the windows, but the blinds look pretty good. These blinds, John, need to be trimmed up so that there's not the excess at the bottom.
Yes, ma'am.
So it'll be like that. This will get removed. I'm assuming the ceiling fan will work with the light. We just don't know how to work it right now. This will all get painted. I'd like to be able to see a closet here. Here we go. So this is a little narrow. Okay, I thought this was going to be bigger. So let's see if there's another closet somewhere. Because Negative. Okay. So technically for this big of a room, that's a little bit of a small closet. Workable. I don't think tenants are going to care that much. It's just kind of an oddity. And then they've taken these doors off, which I am okay with. This is what we want to do. We want to take these hinges off, sand this off so nobody ever knows there was a door here. We want to put a really nice rod across, and we want to go ahead and put like those curtains that are on. What is it, Santorini?
Oh, like Dave's house.
Yes,
Yeah.
but we're going to make it here so that if somebody doesn't care about the light, they can leave them open. If somebody's in there with the light, they just unhatch it, close it up, and then they can sleep.
Do you want to pick the curtains?
I'll pick the curtains.
Outstanding.
I'll pick the curtains. And then in reality, whatever I pick, if the tenants don't like it, they can go in and they can just change it out. I mean, it's as easy as going to Target, Pottery Barn, wherever they want to go, even online. This is dated, but we can leave it for right now. We don't need to spend the money on this at this time. I think it would benefit us, though, to paint these cabinets the same as what we would paint in the kitchen, because this white up against the espresso will pop this bathroom, and that'll be nice. And that espresso will look good with this.
Yeah, they will.
So the only thing we would need to do at this time would just be the cabinets. We can leave the countertop, and then we'll put the light bulbs in, paint all this. This all looks good. I like the way that looks. And then we've got the bathroom in here by the toilet. There are some tile pieces coming off here that we need to be repaired. And I'm assuming it just needs to be pressed up there and grouted. Okay, not bad though. I like this. In the future, what would be really cool in this bathroom? Since we already have a light right here, if you hang a chandelier, it's so cool. They have these super small little chandeliers. They're not very expensive, but it sets the master bathroom. And that would be one of the investments I would do later. It doesn't have to be done now. But that bathroom's a perfect setup for that. All right, so we've done all of this. Now let's go outside and see what the backyard brings. I like how it's really pretty open downstairs. It's very functioning.
Keeping the chandelier hanging here, the Tiffany style.
I'm okay with that one, yes. I just don't like the two in the hallway. It's just at night, if you were here and you turned those on, it would set such an orange light. I wouldn't like it. This one's okay too, because you're going to have that. Oh, by the way, what are we going to paint this?
Espresso.
Do I have to leave it as a box, or can I do the nicer?
You can rip out the box And then put can lights in.
That would be better.
Absolutely.
That's easy to do. How
Not
many?
easy, but yes.
How many can lights, or is it better to do the track lighting that comes out with the different adjustable?
Cost effective, the track lighting.
Okay, I think we could get away with the track
I think
lighting.
it'll look really nice too.
Yeah, we would want to have it be this chrome kind of accent on that. And Eric knows what I'm talking about because we've done it in other properties. But if we get rid of this box, that's going to make this ceiling better, and then we don't have to worry about the lighting in here. Okay, so we'll head out this direction. So then we don't have to worry about painting that either, so that'll be just a ceiling. Okay, again, love this security door, so that's nice, that's already here. If I know how to undo it. Maybe not. Might be in this house forever. Oh, there we go, I got one. Maybe. All right, John, I might need you.
I'm glad I've been working out. Really.
There you go, show us your biceps.
The doorknob's broken.
So do you don't think we'll be able to get out?
It's literally broken.
Okay, so let's put that on the list. We have a doorknob that's broken. We'll walk outside and then come in through the
Yeah, see,
side
it's
area.
not releasing.
Okay. Well, then that makes me feel better that I didn't know how to open a door.
Especially going 50 miles. Come on.
All right, let's go outside and we'll walk around. All right, yeah, I don't like that there, so that just needs to become regular weight. Match it to whatever goes upstairs.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully. Oh, okay, so I just noticed a problem here. So not only does this need to be painted, it needs to be, the latch needs to go there.
Okay.
You want it so that it can be secured. All right, so once I clean up, this all gets looking better. Taylor, I'm assuming this goes away.
Okay.
This is a huge liability on a rental. So I would never want a trampoline to stay anyway. So if they leave it, John, you're hauling it off anyways, because I don't want this. I believe there's a fire pit over there, which is actually pretty cool. That, I have no idea what that is.
It's a tonneau top for a truck.
Oh, there you go. That's probably what I don't know. Obviously, that will go away. I imagine they may or may not take this. If they leave it, I'm fine with it. It adds a little personality. I would never make it working. This would become a statue, not a fountain. And so we would just say as is. And then I like this. I would get rid of all the Christmas lights. See if these lights actually work. If they do, leave them. If they don't, I'm taking them down. Because I don't want to be responsible for fixing all those things, especially when they're in the outside elements. But this is all nice. I like this. What do you think this was for?
I have no idea. They have
I would
something
just
there.
unscrew whatever could hurt people. But you can leave the actual base here, but get rid of these nails. Just in case anybody's outside and they scratch themselves. And then over here, outside paint looks good. And they'll probably take that. Taylor, make sure Eric knows that should be requested to be gone. Because we don't know what's inside of it.
And I can't dump them.
And he can't dump them. So then it becomes a very expensive thing.
Okay.
So this needs to be gone when they're gone. Okay.
The blue too?
Blue.
Okay.
The blue things are what I'm talking about.
Oh, not the thing.
Not
Oh,
the storage
okay.
things, fine.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
blue things, we don't know what's inside of them.
Okay, okay.
And
Even if
if-
they're full of water, they won't take them.
Right. Because it could be acid, it could be anything.
Okay.
And so they're just
Ugh.
very protective about that now.
Okay.
Other than that, I like it. These lights will make sure that they turn on. Good for security. Yeah. All right. So it sounds like it's full paint, some cabinets, some countertops, some lighting fixtures, carpet in the carpeted areas, some other as age-appropriate fixes. But overall, nothing that's too scary.
Are we keeping the? You want me to replace this mesh?
Yes, I do, because it's too rusted. And I don't like
the
that
hole.
hole right there. Yeah. In fact, if you could paint even the outside of it so that it's
Oh, we'll put that.
rusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah.
All right, and that's it.